like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
100 mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not a call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll. All these heads are gonna roll.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your
Can I talk my?
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with too thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. But I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5 and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars. C5. Just incredible. Hunger flow 2. It's easy.
Incredible.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Vikings. And it's coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. Oh.
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. On third down, here's Jones. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their... Prescott on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. Big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this is caught at the end. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15. Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the ground with Robinson. They juked him. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick. Well, let's get back into the action. This defense up against a 1st and 10. The ball down at the 12-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air again, Prescott. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll look to throw here. This one deep for Wilson. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of 30. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Prescott from the gun on third. Open man here is Conklin. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second half lead? We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. They'll run for it with Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Goff now looks to throw. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now roll the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early windows.
I can teach you how to get paid.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Garrett Wilson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Buccaneers and the Bears coming up next.
A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10, ball at the 19. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a 1st down in the red zone. After the turnover, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Man, it's almost one of those things that exists when you're between the 20s. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw, Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That was perfect for Jim. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing him to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Tua to throw again. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Ooh, the juke. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Gibbs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bear. On 1st down, gone. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nico Collins, his first touch. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's to the 15. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Just above 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. This offense looking to get down at least into field goal range, but they're starting on their own side of the field. Here's a catch downfield by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This one finds Wilson downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Garrett Wilson. We have a developing situation here. Following the interception, a golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a first and goal to go. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bijan Robinson as the first half. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Two are going to throw. And that will be incomplete. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
This is a type of game where offensive lines can really...
This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. He's only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's third and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Robinson with another carry. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Running right through it. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head, You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Tampa Bay, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor. This is the abilities tab. This player has a zone ability. This
she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta. Be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a split you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is tied. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta.
and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Bucs and the Eagles on Monday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special.
Well, the defense did their job. They didn't allow any points on the opening drive. Now second drive of the game, first for this offense. And what can they do with their go-around? Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Goff's throw taken in by Collins. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they take over. They'll set. Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. So this offense now on the edge of the red zone at the 20. 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bijan Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect draw. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Stroud. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and... Bunker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And he'll try and throw here on the fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Time to get you back live again. This offense in the red zone as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. Shoves him aside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who...
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete there to Bateman. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes into him enough. Until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to
slip across the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Stroud.
And that is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they're going to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the safety. Jack risky try. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And they take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Bucs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
nations dancing on my wall. Kiss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not a call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Mike Williams. He's coming off a 114-yard game through the air. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So 2-3. Ball in the red zone here. Defense in a pretty tough situation. 2nd and 2. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to that. Is that it creates an opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Now Tannehill. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that... Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Okafo holds it in left side.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. Let's get back to the action. This defense will need to string together a few stops here as they defend a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out.
Touchdown, Saints. Chigaconquet. So late 2nd quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Garrett Wilson, 60 yards. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? On 3rd down, Robinson powers through. They can't tackle him. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able. Time to get back into the action. The football in the red zone for this offense. It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into take. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the 2nd half, ball in the red zone. Goff now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Robinson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Robinson again. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the 2nd half. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, it'll be Robinson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Right side and caught by Kohler. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury.
A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the 2nd half, ball in the red zone. Goff on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Goff going to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Garrett Wilson capped things. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat, hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say, let them talk about it, whole crew is about 100 deep, gotta walk around it, I kill it and then I walk away, with the chalk around it, I just get low key and watch them talk about it, I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Got hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got